If there is one thing that is common in the life of the saints, it is that they suffered. And it was not just the kind of suffering that came from them misusing their free will. It was the kind of suffering that Christ himself, that God himself allowed. If you look at the case of St. Little 11 years old St. Margaret, who she was very innocent, but then because she was trying to preserve her purity, she was stabbed 14 times, and she was even operated on without anesthesia. Like, she felt every pain that came during the operation. Or is it St. Carlo that at a very young age he died of cancer? And most times I hear people saying things like, "Oh, Christ has suffered for me. Why do I have to suffer? Why is this thing happening to me? Why am I suffering all of these things? He does not, all sorts of things." But then I would like to take your mind back to Matthew 16, chapter 24, where Christ said, I may not say it quote unquote, but where Christ said, if anyone would want to follow me, he or she has to deny himself, pick up your cross and follow me. It's just like he was able to summarize what he wants from us in that verse. And this certainly means that Christ dying on the cross, which of course was him expressing his absolute love for us, was also an opportunity to show us an example. And even after the death, yes, he resurrected, showing us that even after our suffering here on earth, whatever we might go through, whatever any trial or tribulations we might go through, there is a greater glory, there's a greater good, there is something we are going to resurrect with him on the last day. And trust me, denying oneself, dying to oneself, it's not an easy thing to do. And when you have to do it daily, it's not very easy. That's why following Christ is never easy. It is you waking up every morning and telling yourself that everything I'm going to do today will be for the glory of God. If it's not glorifying God, I'm not going to do it today. And also having in mind that any suffering, any trial that come our way, any darkness that we feel that come our way, we are offering it up to Christ and telling him, this is for you. Anything we are doing, we are telling him, this is for you. When you begin to look at this from a place of love and stop looking at it from a place of, I don't have to, you will begin to see that there is actually a joy that comes from partaking in the suffering that Christ gives.